I was trying to record a normal ASMR video, and outside my little recording area, there was a child that decided to start practicing playing everyone's favorite elementary school instrument, the recorder, and my dogs were restless. I usually keep them here in my room, but they wanted out. So here we are, recording on my phone, and I have it like precariously balanced. And cars driving by. But I didn't know if this would work well, and I don't know how much space I have in my phone, so not sure about the chances of getting cut off out of nowhere. Hopefully it's enough space, but I didn't clear out any photos and videos first, and I have lots. Here comes Olaf, and you know, typically every time I clear out my photos and videos, I end up deleting like 800 to 1200, depending on how many pictures I've taken, to how many memes I've saved. So, yeah, that's what's up with that. And, I really hope I've got just enough space to give you some attention. I've got some unexpected bullshit going on this week, so I'm unable to record my usual amount of ASMR, but I did want to put a nice effort in regardless, instead of just kind of flaking out, you know. Anyways, I talk so much about myself. I'm very sorry. So like, I also have one of these. Check this out. I've seen slight sounds and some other ASMR artists mess around with these for visual ASMR. It's a hot and cold eye pack, sort of eye mask thing, and on this side it has basically Orbeez all up in here, and they're really gushy. Let me see if I can turn on this light. Ooh, okay. So I've got like Orbeez in here, but sometimes Olaf likes to get a hold of it and chew on it. I try to keep it from him, but it's kind of hard when sometimes I use it and then I leave it in bed or on my nightstand and he just gets a hold of it. I really need to like put some hooks up on the wall for this. Is like my headache mask, and this one is my normal sleep mask. It really helps me sleep, and I know that many of you are opposed to them because they are a little weird. I know I've said it before, they're weird when you try them. They're uncomfortable when you try them because you're not used to having like it'd be like wearing a headband around your head this way, horizontally. while you're trying to sleep, and it's not really comfortable. Sometimes I have to, when I put this one on, I put it over my eyes, and then I put it over my head, so the band comes like right here. But when I sleep, I like to floop my hair upwards instead of having it dragging out behind me. So then that doesn't really work. So I have to kind of like take the top half of my hair and put it over the band. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'll put it on like this, and I will have this part of my hair down over it and this part underneath. Does that make sense? So that's a good trick if you have long hair. This one, I've never used it hot. In fact, I don't even really think I've ever used it cold, because the little Orbeez in them are already pretty cold as it is. And I remember the first couple of times I used it with this side on my face, but you're supposed to use this side. It's nice and soft. So you use on this side, and sometimes I like to squish them around while it's in my eyes. Olaf is snoring. So I'll squish them around while it's in my eyes because the pressure feels nice. So these are always on my bedside table. This one especially is really helpful for just light blocking for us night owls. So when it gets to be 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and sometimes even the room darkening blackout curtains aren't enough because there are little slits of light that come through. And my curtains have like this much at the bottom because my windows are really tall. So they have like this much at the bottom between the curtain and the windowsill. And it actually puts a lot of light in the room when I don't want it to be. But, yeah. After the child with the recorder, I kind of put my stuff away. I think I'll try to salvage that footage and maybe do like layered mouth sounds or loops or something. Just try to do what I can with it so it's not wasted. So I said, fuck it. I put my stuff away and I got a drink. Oh, ow, my elbow locked up. Anyways, how are you doing? I really genuinely hope that you're doing pretty well. It's unrealistic, to think that when people say good, it's kind of just what you're supposed to say. But I really hope that you're really doing well, for real, for real. Yesterday I had easily the least anxiety-ridden day I've had in a very long time, and it was so refreshing to be able to just kind of live normally for a day, and not have to worry too much about my anxiety and the panicky sensations. So that was really nice. I hope you have a day like that. If you struggle with anxiety, because those days that you just kind of need to happen, when they do, you know, it's like when you're really, really burdened with anxiety and depression and even just like sleeplessness that makes you cranky, stress. Having one really good day can really change. I don't want to say really change everything because I'm known to be a realist. So maybe it won't really change everything, but hopefully really just change the next couple of days at least. That's what I hope for. Today's been pretty good so far. So, yeah. So, something that I found is that with my fancy, I don't want to tap too much on my phone because, like I said, it's precariously balanced right now, like, by the charger. I know it's bad for the charger, but the charger's sticking out of the bottom and it's kind of pushed up against some stuff. So, one thing I've noticed with my fancier camera lenses is that when I try to do poking, and face touches, it's like the depth of field is so intense that it makes, when I put my finger close, my fingers are so blurry. And the only way to kind of fix that is to increase my aperture, which like smallens the amount of light, and that means you need to have more sources of light in order to get good lighting in your shot. So it's a tough balance to have everything. For example, to have everything crystal clear. You have to have your aperture set to way up high, like 8 or 11 or even higher, in order to have that clear finger and not be super blurry. So, this might be a relatively short video, and the mouth sounds one probably will be too. I don't really know how much workable footage I got out of it. Olaf, my goodness. But, so, that video might end up only being like 10 to 15 minutes, but I do want to make it worth it by layering the sounds, maybe being able to make it a little longer. And you know, it's a good thing that I was recording sort of soft mouth sounds and kisses, so they were more like you know, like that. Because when I layer them, then that might make them kind of the perfect intensity. So, oh goodness. I hope you had a good day. I hope you've been having a good time. I know many of you are not having a good time. And you must know that it's okay. It's okay to not have a good time. What is that quote? There's one quote that I really love that says something about, I'm gonna get it totally wrong, but to sort of paraphrase it, it's like, I'm having trouble like remembering the beginning of it. Something about like it's okay to feel sadness, anxiety, and depression, and all these, negative things that we all struggle with from time to time. But that it's important not to unpack your bags and live there. And I think that's a very important message. It's important to, it's basically saying it's important to know and believe that it's not gonna last forever, so you don't need to settle there. You don't need to give up right there in your journey. Just don't unpack your shit there. Keep your bags packed and move along. I think that's super important to remember. And I think, like a lot of things, a lot of us need reminding of the things that are important to remember, because our thoughts lie to us. Our thoughts lie to us. There are lots of quotes out there. I have seen tattoos and stuff that say anxiety is a liar, and it's true, it is. And I know I've mentioned this in a couple videos, I don't remember where, but one of my favorite inspirational quotes is that the only way out is through. And even that one kind of implies that you have to get through it, not sit in it. So, some thoughts to consider. And my hair is so frizzy. But, okay, so let me introduce these before I come out with them, because I do want to make them without putting an introduction in the videos themselves. But so every week or every other week, or whenever I see my therapist, she always ends our session with, she has a little Tibetan singing bowl, and she like gongs it with a little mallet thing, and then we sit, and she goes, breathe in, and she'll do that like 3 or 4 times, nice and relaxed, so we get to it. And then she will start reading these lovely, lovely, lovely scripts. And I felt so emotional the first time I saw her, and that she ended our session like that. And that's like kind of how like I knew she was the therapist for me. So she reads some of these scripts. She has a few of her favorites that she rotates, and they're beautiful. I was explaining to the people in my Discord that, like, for example, there's one about walking in a creek and feeling the water around your ankles. And there's another one that's way longer. It's about sailing. And they're just kind of visual guided meditations. And they're really, really soothing and really beautiful. And she so kindly made copies of all of them for me months ago, but I just wasn't sure if anybody would be interested in that kind of thing. But I mentioned it to people in my Discord recently, and a few of them piped in and said they'd be interested in giving those a try. So I think I'll record a couple of those. I'm just kind of torn right now as to whether I want to record them really nicely with my nice camera, my nice microphones, and maybe put in like some ambiance, obviously have like an option between ambiance and no ambiance, but like, woodland sounds or the ocean very softly in the background. But do it that way, or do it lo-fi on here in sort of a role play fashion, a vertical video like this, where it's sort of, you call me. It'll be like a FaceTime where, you're having trouble sleeping, so you want me to read that thing to you again. That was really relaxing. So help me decide. I don't know which format would be the best for these, but I do really want to do them because I love my therapist, and I love how much these really do contribute to like winding down, releasing tension, and it's such a beautiful way to close like a therapy session. So I just love it so much, and I want to share it with you guys, but I hope that you'll even be like into it. So yeah, that's about where I'm at today. I guess the kid outside with the recorder stopped after I gave up. I sat there in front of the camera and I was like, for like 5 minutes, and I was like, no, whatever, I'm not gonna wait. And I put all my stuff away, but so for lo-fi vids, because lo-fi videos, I feel like lo-fi videos, I feel like are like a completely different medium, So let me know what you want in a lo-fi video, because I know some people are sort of in this camp where lo-fi videos should kind of always stick to old school ASMR and be mostly tapping and stuff. So the other like camp of it is that the appeal of lo-fi is that the video and the audio aren't high quality, which is what makes it lo-fi. But anyways, let me know what you'd like in a lo-fi video. I could do lo-fi, phone tapping, singing, kisses, those relaxation scripts to calm you down, FaceTime role plays, so many options. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go now and try to get this edited together. I'm sorry that this week I can't really deliver, two high quality, lengthy videos. Just life is happening, but like I said, just wanted to give you a little something. I hope you're doing so good. I hope that you're feeling good. I hope that you're tingly, relaxed, and maybe even sleepy. So, I'll see you soon, next week. Next week the videos will be better. It's like my forever promise. Next week the videos will be better. Next week they'll be better. Next week I'll be better. Next week I'll do this better. But thank you guys so much for loving me anyway. That is a big thing. And I promise to not get lazy, complacent in where I'm at as far as what I'm doing. You know? I don't know. I'm rambly and a little sleepy, so I'm gonna go now. Thanks for talking to me. I'll see you later.